All right. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Schmoes Bros Inner Geekdom Trivia Show. I'm your host, Caleb Hansen, and with me, co-hosting today for this exciting match is my good buddy, Christopher Woodburn. What's up, C-Dubs?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy to be here and looking forward to watching this match between two strong competitors.
Yes, indeed. Never seen him before in the Inner Geekdom, so this is going to be fun. It's exciting. Somebody who is used to the format for sure, and another person who we've seen play in movies. So without any further ado, I'm going to get into the intros. Introducing first, representing Movie Battleground, That Movie Guy channel, and the extinct 90s era wrestling. I don't even know what that means. His strengths are DC, Marvel movies, and hate-based criticism towards the DCEU. He is the great Subrath Sharma.
What up, guys? Happy to be here. That's all.
Man, a few words getting into it. He just wants to come and take some names, maybe kick a little ass. All right, and his opponent, representing the Dutch Movie Guy. His strengths are Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter's, and Harry Potter. He's making his Schmoes Bros Trivia Show's debut. He is the assassin, Kees Cornelisse.
Actually, pretty good job on pronouncing my last name. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this match. This should be good.
Yes, indeed. It's going to be fun. Thanks.
It's not that hard, actually. I mean, Kees Cornelisse. That's all, right?
I almost said Lisa, and I wasn't sure if that would have been wrong. So,
Kees Cornelisse.
yep.
Good enough.
Okay.
Kees Cornelisse.
Cornelisse.
And now we're just all obsessed on my last name. Okay, cool.
Yes, indeed. It's going to be the hashtag. It's going to be Cornelisse or Cornelissa. All right. So the way round one here is going to work, I'm going to ask each competitor 8 questions from randomly selected categories in the Inner Geekdom. The contestants will each write down their answer within 15 seconds. When I call on you, show your answer and verbalize it. Each correct answer is with 1 point. There's no stealing and no penalty for missing. So if that makes sense to everybody.
Yes.
All right, then let's get it on. Your first question comes from the category of the MCU. Who plays the role of Sam Wilson, aka Falcon, in the MCU? Gotta start it out easy for these unknown competitors here. Feeling out the competition.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up.
Hands down. All right, let's go to Subrath first.
Anthony Mackie.
Yeah.
Correct. For 1 point. And Kees.
I blanked. I didn't know it.
Oh, he couldn't pull it. All right, interesting.
He also played Papa Doc in 8 Mile.
That's
He was also
true.
the bad guy in that awful movie, which I didn't know the title. Forget about it.
I always remember him from the Adjustment
yeah,
Bureau, but that's me.
Triple nine, yeah.
All right, so your next question comes from the category of scores and soundtracks. What famous composer wrote such tracks as Assemble, Triumphant Return, and 1.21 gigawatts?
I hate this category.
5, 4, 3,
Repeat the
2,
question, please.
1.
Okay, repeat the question. Got into there just under the wire. What famous composer wrote such tracks as Assemble, Triumphant Return, and 1.21 gigawatts?
Hope I got it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Time's up.
Let's go to Case this time first.
Okay, I'm not sure. Is it Alan Silvestri?
That is correct.
Oh,
wow.
fuck.
Hold it. Nicely done.
And Chris Woodman
And-
knows this. I told Henry Jackman, I'm often mistaken these two for their movies.
Oh, yep. So the tracks were.
I imagine,
Oh, go ahead.
I imagine you Makuga that, huh, Kees?
No, I was actually thinking Alan Silvestri made the score for Avengers and Avengers Assemble.
Yep.
That was my.
Yeah,
That's
That's the only reason I knew.
yeah. Those were the tracks from Avengers, Winter Soldier, and Back to the Future.
And is Back to the Future in a Geekdom?
Not yet, but it's been talked about.
It should be.
I'm feeling out whether it should be or not.
It shouldn't
They
be.
made James Bond out in a great Kingdom diagram.
That's not our list.
I don't think Back to the Future or James Bond should be geek.
Exactly.
It should be.
Nah.
We'll talk about this a little later. Let's move on to our next question from the category of Star Trek. Who played the role of Guinan, the LRN bartender on board the Enterprise D in Star Trek Generations?
Repeat the question.
Okay. In Star Trek Generations, who played the role of Guinan, the LRN bartender on board the Enterprise D? Boy, I thought these was kind of a given.
5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question. Again.
Repeat it. All right, I'm gonna give you one more.
Repeat the-
All right, who played the role of Guinan, the LRN bartender on board the Enterprise D in Star Trek Generations?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up.
All right, nobody looks very confident. Let's go to Subrath. Doesn't have anything, and Ace.
Me neither.
No.
Fuck this movie.
All right.
I'm curious if anybody would have gotten this question.
What's
You
the
didn't
answer?
have it either, Woodburn?
the movie,
The
but
answer is Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh,
Ah.
She was all over that movie. She was like in the time stream.
who was it? Who was it?
Whoopi Goldberg of the View fame. All right.
I completely forgot she was a bartender in that movie. I've only seen that film one time, and it was like right around the time when it came out.
You and me both.
Yeah, that's fair.
okay.
I'd go back and revisit it. It's actually a pretty fun one.
I disagree.
Yeah, okay. That's fine. All right, so question number 4 here is from the category of Who Said It? What character in the DCEU, the now defunct DCEU, has said, "You have been my greatest love. Today you are my greatest sorrow"?
You want the character's name or the actress?
The character. Everybody knows the actress.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
All right, so let's go to Case first.
I'm not sure. Is Lois Lane?
Oh, incorrect. No.
No, it's Queen Hippolyta.
Correct.
Oh, that movie
Yes,
that I
indeed.
didn't
Yeah,
like.
From
Which
Wonder
people like.
Yeah, I didn't even see it until about a week ago, and I thought it was just okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So with that,
I thought it was pretty good.
it was decent for a DCEU movie. For sure, it was decent. All right. So after 4 questions, the score is as follows: Subrath is in the slight lead with 2 points. Case is just behind with 1. Moving on to question number 5 here, from the category of Marvel movies. In Spider-Man: Homecoming, Tony Revolori played Flash Thompson. Who played him in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man?
Repeat the question, please.
Okay. In Spider-Man: Homecoming, Tony Revolori plays Flash Thompson. Who played him in Sam Raimi's?
I hope spelling doesn't count.
No, it doesn't count.
Spelling doesn't count as long as you're close enough.
Yeah, as long as you didn't write down someone else's name and then
No.
try to pass it off as your answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
All right, so it's question number 5. So Subrath.
Soon to be Deathstroke, Joe Manganiello.
That's correct. All right, and Case.
I don't care if he ever plays Deathstroke, but yeah,
He
Joe
will.
Manganiello.
But not in Batman. Not in Batman.
That's correct.
I wouldn't hold your breath on him playing Deathstroke.
Yeah, just hold your breath for anyone playing anyone in the DCU in the foreseeing future.
That's for sure. Alrighty, so that's 5. All right, moving on to question number 6. Is from the category of Lord of the Rings. What is the name of the city that Faramir brings Frodo, Sam, and Smeagol to at the end of the Two Towers? I guess he releases them from it at the end of the Two Towers, but you know.
Yeah.
Which city that who brought Frodo to?
That Faramir brought Frodo, Sam, and Smeagol to at the end of the Two Towers. Case looks pretty confident about this one.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up.
Right, let's go with Case first.
Osgiliath.
Correct. Another
I didn't get it.
Oh, and with that, Case is tied
Tied.
to lead. Yes, indeed. All right, going into your last 2 questions, here is from the category of Harry Potter. What is the name of the Gryffindor house ghost that was played by John Cleese in the first 2 Harry Potter movies?
I love this question.
I do too.
All right, thank you.
I'll give you both names, by the way.
Oh no, he knows both of them?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up.
All right, let's go to Subrath.
I don't know the full name of him. It's Headless Nicholas or something.
No.
Headless Nicholas? Oh, very close. Sorry, I can't accept that, though. Case.
He is nearly Headless Nick, but he prefers Sir Nicholas.
That's correct. You go back to the books.
I could have just written Nicholas. I was thinking about his surname.
He is nearly Headless. How could you be nearly Headless? And then he shows. That's funny.
This shows that.
That is correct. And your final question here in round number 1 from the category of Star Wars. Not Trek, Wars. Finish the quote from Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. Look, I can take you as far as blank. You can get transport there to Mos Eisley or wherever you want to go. Wherever you're going.
Repeat the question, but I didn't hear it properly.
Yep. All right, so finish the quote from Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. Look, I can take you as far as blank. You can get a transport there to Mos Eisley or wherever you're going. I said it right that time.
Keith certainly didn't hesitate on this question.
Not at all.
Do you want me to like fill in the blanks, or is it like who said it?
You need to fill in the blank.
Yeah, fill in the blank.
I can take you as far as blank.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
Down. And the final question. So Kees goes first.
Thank you, Knights of the Old Republic, because it's Anchorhead.
That is correct. And Subrath.
I wrote Alderaan.
Oh, incorrect. All right. So that concludes round number 1 in the bag, guys, and the score is as follows. Kees in the lead with 5 points, and Subrath a little behind with 3. All right, so we're moving on now to round number 2, which is where the contestants will each pick a number between 1 and 12. I've got 2 different lists, so there may be overlap, there may be repeat categories. But once they pick, if they don't like it, they can throw it back and pick again. But then they must stick with their second choice. They'll get 4 questions in the category that they pick. Each question will be worth 2 points unless they check the multiple choice, in which case it will go down to 1 point. And there is stealing in this round. Makes sense? All right, so since Kees is in the lead, he can choose from to go first or second.
I'll defer.
Defer. So Subrath, number between 1 and 12 from you. Oh, also there is opponents and player's choice.
Number 6.
Number 6 is scores and soundtracks. Do you want to keep that or throw it away?
No, I'm gonna throw it as far as I can. I'm gonna pick number 9.
Number 9 is the category of the MCU.
Ooh.
I'll take it.
All right, the MCU. Here we go. 4 questions. Your first question is, in Captain America Civil War, T'Challa becomes the Black Panther after his father, the King of Wakanda, is killed. What is the name of that king?
T'Chaka.
T'Chaka is correct for 2 points. Big 2 points. All right. Your next question here is, which star from 2015's Fantastic Four played a U.S. Marshal in Iron Man 2?
Repeat the question.
All right. Which star of 2015's Fantastic Four played a U.S. Marshal in Iron Man 2?
This is a good question.
Yep.
Do you know it, Keith?
Yeah, I do.
I love that scene that the character is in Iron Man 2.
Multiple choice.
Okay, going to multiple choice. Is it A, Michael B. Jordan? Is it B, Kate Mara? Is it C, Miles Teller? Or is it D, Jamie Bell? I know those are really surprising names for everyone. Nobody expected those to come up.
Kate Mara.
Yeah.
Kate Mara is correct.
Damn it.
Because I just realized which
I
one.
would have had an 2-pointer.
Yes, indeed. Right. Your next question from MCU is, in Ant-Man, what animal does Darren Cross successfully shrink? In Ant-Man.
A goat.
Or Dan Merrill.
Yes, indeed. All right. So, big 2 points there again. And your last question.
Hey, Caleb, quick question. I thought he shrunk a lamb in that movie.
It was a goat.
It was a goat. Goat and lamb are basically similar. So you could just, say one or the other. It's a goat.
Yeah, I mean, I fact-checked it yesterday. So,
Oh, okay.
looked at the scene. He might have shrunk a lamb later or something, but I remember a goat. All right, so your last question here. In Captain America, the Winter Soldier, what did Black Widow say that she was picking up when she pulls up to Steve and Sam Wilson at the park?
I love this question.
Repeat the question.
Okay, in Captain America, the Winter Soldier, what does Black Widow say that she is there to pick up to Steve and Sam Wilson when she pulls up upon them at the park?
I think I need to repeat that again because I got cut off a bit when you repeat the question.
The audio got cut off. I'll try it again. In Captain America, the Winter Soldier, what did Black Widow say that she was picking up to Steve and Sam Wilson when she pulls up upon them in the park? You get that?
Multiple choice.
Okay. Is it A, an antique? Is it B, a fossil? Is it C, a relic? Or is it D, a soldier?
What was A again?
A is an antique. B, a fossil.
A.
It's B.
Answer C. Got it. There we go. All right.
I got the steal, right?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't even wait for me to call on you. Just,
I'm here to pick up a fossil.
yes, indeed. All right. So at the end of Subrath's round, he has 8 points, and Kees is just tied with 6, but he's got 4 questions coming up here. So I need a number between 1 and 12 from you, Kees.
Number 4.
Number 4 is Lord of the Rings.
I'll take it.
He wants it. Sure does. Finally, somebody besides me that's excited about these questions, but
I love Lord of the Rings. It's the best film trilogy ever made. I mean, come on.
I agree. All right. So, your first question in the category of the Lord of the Rings. What does Legolas say that he sensed when the Fellowship attempted to cross the Misty Mountains during a blizzard by the Red Horn Gate?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yep. What does Legolas say that he sensed when the Fellowship attempts to cross the Misty Mountains during a blizzard using the Red Horn Gate?
Oh, there's an evil voice in the air, I believe.
Oh, I don't think I can quite accept that. I'm sorry. The chance to steal.
I need you to repeat the question again.
Okay.
Yeah, I got that.
I already know what it is. Damn it.
Say that he sensed when the Fellowship attempted to cross the Misty Mountains during a blizzard by the Red Horn Gate.
Oh, kind of kill
No,
myself.
I don't know this one.
No, it's a foul voice. God
The
damn it.
Fell voice. That's good. Yep. Okay, moving on to question number 2 here. What is the capital city of Rohan?
Address.
Adoras is correct. 2 points there. Making up a little ground.
Tie game.
Next. All right. In The Return of the King, what is the name of the leader of the Nazgul who was killed by Eowyn and Merry at the Battle of Pelennor Field?
What's the Witch King of Angmar?
Correct. Another big 2 points there. That was question 3. Yeah, question 3. So one more. Finish the quote from The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. Let's put a blank in your belly.
Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, a hot meal, B, a baby, C, a maggot hole, or D, a bleeding hole?
It's a maggot hole.
Correct. 1 point. All right, so that one was quick, short, and sweet. Case got most of them. So after that, round 2, the scores are Case with 11, and Subrath with 8. Going now into question number 3.
A close game.
Very close game. And like actually a decently scoring game for once, too. So that's nice. All right. So round 3 will work like this. I've got 2 movies here. Since Case is in the lead, he can choose between the first movie or the second movie. And then I will give the year, the genre, and 3 plot keywords. You can guess that just from that information. You'll get 5 points, or you can knock it down to 3 points for another 2 clues, or you'll get 1 more, or you can go even deeper for 1 more clue for 1 point.
And there is no stealing.
Yeah, no stealing.
Yeah, I always love that the one in the lead just has a preference between the number 1 or the number 2, I think. Because that's really what it comes down to. I will pick movie number 1.
Number 1. All right. So that Subrath is stuck with movie number 2. He's going to go first here to try to catch up. All right, so movie number 2 is from the year 2004. The genre is action, adventure, sci-fi, and thriller. And your first 3 plot keywords are black comedy, blood, and dreadlocks.
What year was it again?
2004.
I need to repeat everything.
Okay. The year is 2004. The genre is action adventure, sci-fi thriller, and your first 3 plot keywords are black comedy, blood, and dreadlocks.
I think I know it.
Ace thinks
That doesn't matter in this round.
That's true.
I need 2 more plot keywords.
All right, going down to 3 points. All right, so your next 2 keywords are science fantasy and bow and arrow.
Wait, what?
Science fantasy and bow and arrow. Five, 4, 3, 2.
It's Alien vs Predator.
Oh, incorrect. So that means your winner, Case, the assassin Cornelisse.
Ah,
Wow.
that's good. By TKO, by the way.
By TKO. You
What was
want
it?
to take a guess?
What was the movie?
I thought it was Sin City.
Oh, nope, incorrect. The correct answer was Blade Trinity.
One of the Blade movies that I've seen. Yeah.
I had that.
Yep.
thing I was thinking,
blood and
dreadlocks.
bow and
Who had
arrow.
dreadlocks in that movie? Who had dreadlocks in that movie?
Question. I think what's his name? The guy who plays the pyromaniac on Legends of Tomorrow.
Nah, he didn't have dreadlocks.
No. I don't know. It was on IMDb.
I actually don't believe anybody in that movie had dreadlocks. I was actually thinking Blade Train because I knew it came out that year, but I'm pretty positive no character had dreadlocks in that film.
Maybe it's just an
If
extra.
that's the case, we'll have to take it up with IMDb because that is where.
Yeah, it's on IMDb is flawed sometimes, and you can. I mean, yeah. Good luck blaming IMDb for a mistake.
Yeah. Right. Alrighty. So let's get some words from our unfortunate loser today. Subrath couldn't quite pull it out. You have fun. What do you think of the format? Anything? Anybody you want to call out?
I just want to say that good game, Kees. I mean, you put me to another hell. It was really good game.
Yeah, it sure was.
And as for IMDb, seriously, this site needs to be shut down.
Would make my job so much harder. All right, and Kees, you won your first match. That means you're gonna get a chance to play Chance spot in the tournament coming up here next week.
That's gonna be fun. Yeah, I gotta be honest. I gotta study up on some things, especially after this match. After 4 questions, I had 1 point. I was like, "Shit, am I really not performing today?" Then after that, I did get the rest of them, and then the second round went pretty good for me. And Subrath was just unlucky with his IMDb because he did put up a fight. If he had gotten the IMDb, it would have gone to my IMDb round, and he might have been able to win it because I don't know what my movie would have been. He did really well. I will give him the credit that he deserves because he still managed to score some points and actually made me a little nervous sometimes because he went into the lead at some points. But this was a good match. This was a fun match, and I'm actually looking forward to that match against Chance. I hope that I can take him on in this, and I definitely am going to study a little bit next week.
Awesome. Yes, indeed. I'm looking forward to it. This is gonna be a slobber knocker. It'll be people that are experienced in writing questions going up against each other.
True.
Very true. Of fun. All right, so. With that, 2 gentlemen in the ring, they don't have any shit to talk. They just saying how much fun they had and complimenting the other player. Chris, any final thoughts before we get out of here?
Yeah, it was a really good competitive match. Like he said, he had a very difficult start, but he finished strong in round 1, and then he got Lord of the Rings in round 2, which is in his wheelhouse. And Subrath, you competed well. I would honestly be a little upset with that IMDb round question. But the one thing I would tell to all competitors going forward for that round is forget about the keywords. Make sure you know the years for movies because generally you don't get a whole lot of them each year. So if you know the years for the films, generally you can probably get the answers with good accuracy rate.
That's decent advice. Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right.
It can definitely give you a large clue at least. But yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun. I'm glad we did this. It's interesting doing it. During the day. The sun is out for me. It's strange.
Nighttime here.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Chris, you can take that challenge up with the Council of the Bros later or something. I don't really care. I blame IMDb. But
Yeah, IMDb can be quite sketchy.
yes,
Mm.
indeed.
IMDb, you can
It
just
was a lot of fun. Each player put up a good fight. I don't think anybody should be hanging their head here. And yeah, it was good. So coming up next week, might as well announce it. We've got Kees versus Chance for his spot in the tournament, and then we got the main event next Sunday, the championship match right before the tournament between Leo the Lion and Steven Fun Size Brody. It's gonna be a lot of fun, guys. Be sure to check it out. Join our Facebook page. Like us on Facebook. Schmoe Bros Trivia Shows. We're doing stuff all the time. Also announcing we've got a Halloween horror movies special free-for-all coming up on the 30th. That's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, Film Nerd TV. Like, share, subscribe. All that crap. That's all I got. So, as always, I'm Mashed Potatoes. That's Chris, Subrath, and Kees. Peace out.